Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Well, as we can see, there is a pushback against the LGBT pride, and I'm going to say this right now. If they do this March of Vengeance, if they do this vengeance thing at all, the trans activists or these insane people, they will see that there will not just be a pushback, there will be immediate cancellation and removal of the entirety of them because they pushed it. And then when you try to say, oh, well, they're not attacking us because no, you started this, you have active vengeance, and you're going after people's kids, you're shooting people, you're doing all these other things, going after schools and Catholic schools. There's no defending you anymore. So, as we have here, we have some true Americans, some true, courageous people that we need more in this country. NHL may cancel LGBT Pride Nights as a growing number of players refuse to wear rainbow gear. In response to an increasing number of players engaging in silent protests against the NHL's Pride, a new report claims the league is reevaluating the events, which may lead to them being cancelled. Currently, all the teams in the NHL hold Pride Nights, however, some now do so without the themed jerseys as the events are planned by individual terms, not the league. League Commissioner Gary Bettman said in an interview with CTV News when asked about the players that have refused to wear Pride-themed jerseys this season. This is the first time we've experienced that, and I think it's something that we're going to have to evaluate in the offseason. Citing religious beliefs, several players have declined to participate in pre-game warm-ups while wearing Pride-themed jerseys. Bettman told the outlet this is one issue where players, for a variety of reasons, may not feel comfortable wearing their uniform as a form of endorsement. The commissioner continued, but I think that's become more of a distraction now, because the substance of what our teams and we have been doing and stand for is really pushed to the side for what is harmful. Players basically have made personal decisions, and you have to respect that as well. Last Thursday night, Florida Panthers players Eric and Mark Stahl refused to wear the jerseys, citing their Christian beliefs. The pair and in statements, we carry no judgment on how people choose to live their lives, and believe that all people should be welcome in all aspects of the game of hockey. Having said that, we feel that by us wearing a Pride jersey, it goes against our Christian beliefs. It says, under the umbrella of the NHL's Hockey is for Everyone initiative, the San Jose Sharks have chosen to wear jerseys in support of the LGBTQ+A community tonight. For all 13 years of my NHL career, I have been a Christian, not just in title, but in how I choose to live my life daily. I have a personal faith in Jesus Christ, who died on the cross for my sins, and, in response, asked me to love everyone and follow him. I have no hate in my heart for anyone, and I have always strived to treat everyone that I encounter with respect and kindness. In this specific instance, I am choosing not to endorse something that I is counter to my personal convictions, which are based on the Bible, the highest authority in my life. I strongly believe that every person has value and worth, and the LGBT+ community, like all others, should be welcomed in all aspects of the game of hockey. Beautiful, beautiful statement by him. Beautiful, beautiful statement. And I 100% agree with him. Is that do what you want, but don't force others to do what you want them to do. It never, ever, ever leads down a good path at all. I can know from personal experience, even myself, you try to force somebody or people or even kids, for that matter, to do things that they don't want to do, they will eventually rebel in either in a small negative factor or a major negative factor, and it never works well. This is the reason why that you don't do this to force things onto other people, because they immediately get tired of it and they eventually rebel back, and this is what's happening. And this is a light and calm matter, though, whereas compared to the others, it isn't. Other players have taken similar actions for their religious beliefs, such as Philadelphia Flyers defenseman Ivan Provorov and San Jose Sharks Joel E. James Reimer, after refusing to wear the Pride jersey. Provorov jerseys immediately sold out online. Which shows that not everybody are willing to do or that are wanting to agree with this LGBTQ narrative. Nobody wants to deal with this. They're being forced to deal with it. This is the reason why you loud minority is what you are very annoying and very obnoxious. Well, that means the same thing. Very annoying. And you keep yelling, laughing, yodeling like a bunch of banshees, yet everything falls on deaf ears on the majority of the populace. Have you even talked to the majority of people today to where just working class people where they're just trying to live their lives? They're not like that. They live their lives, and you try to, especially Biden, which was the biggest thing, was going against people, trying to divide the country even more. And I do agree that we are divided, but I think there is some unity in us. I think that we can become unified. It just takes time, and we need to remove this stigma, this toxic nature of cancer that is in our society. And once we do that, I think things will be good. Now, we're going to take a look at this clip here of these journalists, these people crying and whining about people having their wanting to do what they want, rather than their own personal freedoms, rather than this person here, or rather them forcing them to do what they want. Take a look.
Provorov also spoke to the media after the game and echoed what Tortorella said, so I didn't feel the need to run it. This happened in baseball last year with the Tampa Bay Rays. There were 5 members of the Tampa Bay Rays who wouldn't wear a patch supporting gay rights, and Major League Baseball didn't do much. It was a story for a little bit. John Tortorella, many years ago, when racial injustice, and it still is to this day, but when Colin Kaepernick first started kneeling during national anthem, said anyone who does that on my team is going to sit. And he has a son who's an Army Ranger. So it's not like Tortorella in the past hasn't spoken on sensitive issues. The theme from the National Hockey League is hockey is for everyone, okay? The theme is not hockey is for everyone, ... unless you don't believe in gay rights, then do whatever you want. If the National Hockey League is going to do this, if any league is going to do this, do it properly or reevaluate what you're doing. Because there's not a lot of repercussions that I'm seeing from any league. Now, it could change with the NHL. Could change with the NHL. I think you find the Flyers $1 million for this. I'm not kidding. Figure this out and stop offending people on nights where it's not about that. It's supposed to be about inclusivity. The National Hockey League need to attack this and figure this out. Because what I heard last night was offensive and didn't make any sense. Because, for instance, if that was a military night, okay?
Right.
If anyone in Canada or in the States on a military appreciation night wouldn't wear a jersey pregame, do you have any idea the uproar that would have happened on that? Do you have any idea the backlash? Do you have any idea what happened on social media? It's ridiculous what would have happened.
Look, it was just a minute ago we were talking about the uproar that was happening with FIFA fever, where if you were seen with so much as a rainbow anywhere, you had to fear for your life, imprisonment, or death. Yeah. Seriously. So, and now here we are.
I just think the NHL has to do something here. This is not good enough. This is not good enough. Hockey is for everyone, ... unless you don't agree with gay rights is not the phrasing of this. You're either in this or you're not. And one last point. Nothing scares me more than any human being who says, I'm not doing this because of my religious beliefs. Because when you looked at people's lives, you normally say that publicly, you'd throw up at what you saw. You would throw up at what you saw. And I've seen that a million times in a lot of different ways. So don't give me that. With respect. Don't give me that, because no one's perfect. All right? Don't feed me the religious beliefs line. And all of a sudden the NHL is going to back off this. The National Hockey League today needs to find that organization $1 million and reevaluate how they support gay rights. Because that is insulting. That is the #1 trending topic in Canada. That is insulting what happened in Philadelphia. And if the NHL is serious about this, they say they are. We'll see. We'll see how serious they are today. But that whole thing was mishandled, and part of me couldn't believe it. Part of me could, considering how the NHL sometimes handles things.
And it's too important, and that's why you're continuing to talk about it, because you're not just going to brush it under the rug.
Well said, Dee.
Yes, because there's a lot of things that you would have to address here. Okay, first off, the mere fact that you think it's not because of religious reasons is just you being stupid. You're also part of a communist type of ideology to where if they don't believe what you believe, they should be punished for it, which is completely stupid. I don't think that that's the way we should do it now, Bimbo or Jimbo, because here's the thing. They said they don't care as long as they just don't be forced to do things. What you guys are trying to do is force people to do things that they don't want to do. That's just straight up. That's just what they're saying. Now, essentially, what they said is that they just don't care, but don't force me to do something. Leave your peace, I don't want to take part of my religion, or what have you. What are you going to do? Throw them off? Kick them off the team? Remove free speech? Because that's what you're saying there. It's not. You're saying two things here. Remove the ability to have free speech, and then force them to believe what you believe, or else. That's insanity. That's your type of online way of thinking. And that is a communistic / socialist type of way of thinking. And it never ends well. Buffalo Sabres defenseman Ilya Lepeshin has announced that he would not take part in the pregame warm-up Monday because the team is scheduled to wear pride jerseys due to fears of redistribution at home and rushing because of the Kremlin's anti-gay law. The Chicago Blackhawks opted for their players not to wear the Pride Night jerseys, citing Russia's anti-gay law, saying that they were concerned for their players' safety when they return home. Yes, and that is a thing that I would say that exists in many other countries, just not here. And just because they don't want to wear a jersey doesn't mean that they hate gay people. And doesn't mean that they're going to go out and kill gay people. That's not going to happen in America, all right? In the US. That's not going to happen here. Now, in other countries, yes. I don't wear anything inclusive at all, and I support gay people's rights to be able to do whatever free loving American can do. What I don't agree with is forcing us to agree with their ideology, or force us to wear things that we don't want to wear, or force to do this or that. I don't agree with that. Put an example, if a gay person is not hired a job because they're gay, that's not right. If they are killed because they're gay, that's not right. Yet you don't see me wearing a gay flag, holding a gay flag, or wearing a gay shirt. Yet I promote every gay person to have the ability to have the rights as everybody else. If they don't get a house because they're gay, or they have to pay more because they're gay, that's not right. See where I'm going at with this here? So you guys would always label me as a far-rightist. I know that's what you guys would do. So your ability and your ability to comprehend and understand things is very lacking. You show your stupidity, and I have no desire to really deal with you people anymore. Alright? So, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. Take care.